This is the best interview in baseball presented by Corona, and we are pleased to be joined by Cole Young of the Seattle Mariners. And before we get to baseball, do you have an official response to your teammate J.P. Crawford throwing you under the bus like that?
No, that's false. That's false. I think I could survive in the wilderness, but he's just giving me some crap. But no, I can definitely survive.
Do you have experience in the wilderness? Were you a scout?
No, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, I don't know actually. I probably can't. So he's probably right. He's probably right. No.
Just remember, you need fire. That's your most important thing. You need a flint stick or something to be able to light a fire. All right?
Yeah, I got to figure that out, and then after that, I don't know what else to do.
All right. Okay. Speaking of lighting a fire, man, you guys have been absolutely torching lately, playing some really good baseball. You yourself, personally, last 7 games, hitting 333. What's been clicking the most for you as an individual and for you guys as a team?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just passing the baton. Whenever I get to the plate, just analyze the situation and try to do a job, whether it's, getting the runner over, hitting a fly ball, all that stuff. So just trying to do my best to just help the team win. And like I said, just pass the baton and, keep grinding every single day.
Absolutely love to pass the baton because you know what? You think little, big things happen. When we think big, it seems like the ground ball to short or ground ball second happens. I want to take you back to last year, your first year in the big leagues. You hit a ball that there was a scored run walk-off, and it goes as a line drive in the books. Talk to us about this. What do you remember about this? And how many text messages you received from your boys, family, everybody at home, all your wilderness buddies that are going to survive in the wilderness together?
Yeah, I honestly, I don't really remember that day too much. It was just, full of adrenaline, kind of blacked out that whole game. And, I never thought I would, be in that situation where extra innings and, I have the chance to walk it off. So never expected that. But, I just blacked out in that situation and received a lot of texts as well. But that was one of the best days of my life.
You know what, Cole? When you say blacked out, dude, it's true. Explain to, the kids because, everybody's played this game has been nervous. Your hands start sweating on deck, whether that's your first minor league game, your first college game, first big league game. When you black out, though, talk about that feeling because it doesn't matter your first home run. I love when you say that because there's a true feeling out there.
Yeah, I think it was just, all the adrenaline, all the anticipation. I dream of that moment my whole life. So just anticipating a game for so long, and I had no idea what to expect. So I think just, naturally just, black out. And, but yeah, it was such a crazy day and unbelievable experience.
Now, Cole, from what I understand, you recently became a card collector. What's the best card in your collection, and what's your dream card?
Okay.
Oh, I just got into this about 2 weeks ago, so
yeah,
I don't really know too much.
Very new.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about cards, but I heard about the debut patches going around, so that's the goal, to collect someone's debut patch.
Cool.
And I heard those go for a lot of money, so that'd be nice to get.
Yeah, get your own debut patch. That would be a wicked one to get. And careful, it's an expensive hobby if you really dive into it. So I'll give you that advice. Hey, speaking of something you do know a lot about, baseball and hitting and pitching and running. And going back to when you were a young kid, 10-year-old, Cole goes out there and sits there and pitches and hits and wins the pitch hit run competition. What do you remember about this time, and what kind of advice would you give your younger self?
Yeah, I remember. I definitely remember that day. I was nervous. That was my first time in a big league park playing. I was super nervous, but I was more nervous for shagging during the home run derby. We got to do that after that event, and I remember I think Stanton was in that home run derby and just launching balls 115 miles an hour, and I was 10 years old in the outfield.
And by the way, as we remind you through all this too, Cole, it was at Target Field where you're at right now. How cool is that?
That's super cool. That was a crazy moment in my Little League career.
That is awesome, dude. There's nothing like shagging for the big dudes. Are you kidding me? I'm glad you survived not getting drilled out there. I will say this. The Seattle Mariners have one of my favorite promotions. That's the hot dog from heaven promotion. And I want to ask you this. If you could replace the hot dog, which food from heaven would it be?
I would have to go with like some sort of like baseball park food. So maybe some nachos. If that's, we have to seal them up so they don't fly over the place. But some nachos, I'd go with.
Jalapenos? Are you a jalapeno guy?
Jalapenos, yeah, definitely some jalapenos in there.
100%. Yeah.
No, just he doesn't just love jalapenos. You know what he loves? He loves Pittsburgh sports. That's right. You're a Yinzer. You're a Pittsburgh guy. You went to Allegheny High School. Also, shout out Christina Aguilera went to Allegheny High School.
What?
So I have a question for you. If you found a genie in a bottle and you were able to rub it the right way and get it out, what would you ask the genie for your wish?
For my wish?
Ooh.
Oh, anything in the world?
Anything in the world.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's a really good question. Probably for this weather to be really nice today, but
Hey, keep it simple. Just so you can play a game. I get it.
yeah. I gotta think longer
big
for that.
things happen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll let you think a little bit. Let me ask you a little bit about your teammates now. Would you rather have J-Rod's eyes, Randy Arozarena's muscles, or the big dumper's dumper?
I would say Randy's muscles. Yeah, definitely Randy's muscles. Just to watch him hit BP and frickin' launch balls in BP. It's fun to watch.
He's ripped. He's absolutely ripped. All right, Cole, it's time for Corona Vibes Check. Who is your vibes guy that helps get you in the right mindset before the game? Who do you like to talk to in the clubhouse to get ready?
Yeah, I would say JP Crawford. Ever since I got called up last year, he's been such a help with everything. He's taught me so much and helps me to slow the game down, especially when I'm in the field. He'll help me out with so many different situations that come up, and he's always trying to teach me stuff, which is awesome.
Well, Cole, our wish for you, if we could rub a lamp, is for the weather to get better as well, so you can play this game and so that you can continue crushing this 2026 season. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.